Hello, everybody. Say hi to Jean-Marc. He joins us occasionally on the stream, but not obviously as much as John and myself are around. So say hi to Jean-Marc, our wonderful maestro who has been hard at work in the music mines, knocking notes out of the walls in order to... Next thing that's coming out, John.
I want to verify that we're actually on live right now because I don't see any.
They're all reacting to my long hair photo I posted in the chat.
Oh,
Okay.
my goodness, John with the long hair.
They've just been talking about advertisements.
Yeah, I just got the...
Yeah, I posted a picture from 6 years ago, September 2010.
Yeah, that was actually... That was after we were already a company, but that was when you still had long hair.
Yeah. That photo is from Montreal, in fact. Just after we moved to Halifax, we went to Montreal for a trip.
Yeah, I've never seen John looking like that.
Yeah, when did you shave it?
I had it long for about a year and a half, I think.
And I seem to remember that it was like you shaved it and didn't tell me, and then we saw each other at a conference, and you were like, oh, look, I have no hair.
I'm going to pull up StyleMinder and let you know.
Oh,
I was just looking at it today, actually. The March 31st, 2012, I have the photo of me with all the hair and then without any hair.
Yeah, so I wonder if you had done that right before, was that like right before PAX East that year, maybe?
I mean, it could have been.
I seem to remember like you not telling me that you had cut all your hair off, and then we showed up at the show together.
And then I like put the like Abe Lincoln beard on and everything to make for it.
Good times, good
It seems to jive.
So as the chat has been saying, I agree that I think this should be Guise's actual biography. Where it says, summary paragraph with several lines and bullet points. And then it says, detailed bio with several paragraphs. That would be awesome. So there's Guise. He's looking at his watch, waiting for us to just get on with it. All right, I'm going to copy this link because some people are just joining us and they missed the picture of John. So I'm going to post it again. Bloop.
Oh, that's the picture now, and here's the picture then.
Oh, I see. There's the other picture then.
The NASA.jpg I just took like moments ago.
Aha. All right, so that's. Oh, somebody else. Oh, you did it already. Okay, good. Yeah, which
somebody else?
Oh, that's good stuff right there.
There used to be an introduction to this show, and now.
No, there's always been 5 to 10 minutes of just ridiculous chaos up front. That has always been the way of the Sentinels live. That's what we do. I usually wait until at least it says 7:05, or back in the olden days, 8:05 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, not Standard Time, in order to welcome people. So I was playing a game while I was at dinner tonight, and that game was combine words and then use them in a sentence and see if anyone notices. And the word that I did tonight was certainly. So like if someone says, is that good? And you could say sure, or you could say certainly. I would say certainly and see if anybody noticed. And nobody did. I won.
I thought you were slurring. You had one earlier, when we were
Jeremy just had a bit too many pre-stream drinks there. You know, just wanted to be polite.
I'm pretty sure that's not a thing. I don't think you can have too many pre-stream drinks. You can have too many, like, during stream drinks. That's definitely a thing. All right, so Pro Farmitage asks, since we didn't get to see it last week, how does the computer game handle Wager Master changing the turn order with playing dice? The card bases it on where people are sitting, just reverse. Yes, that is pretty much exactly right. You know, if it goes like Hero 1, Hero 2, Hero 3, Hero 4, Environment Villain, it instead goes Hero 4, Hero 3, Hero 2, Hero 1, Environment Villain. Right? That's a fair representation.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I would start with villain and not hero.
Yeah, right. Yes, yes.
That is the turn order, starts with villain.
I'm working in demo showing off at a show mode where we skip the first villain turn. Well, we don't skip it. We just set it up as if it already happened. So anyways, welcome everybody to Sentinels Live. Thanks, as always, for joining us around the digital tabletop while we play Sentinels of the Multiverse. The goal of these streams is always to have fun while showing you how to play the game, as well as covering some strategies that can help you win. As you are playing with the developers tonight, you can always be sure to get some insight into the process and maybe even see some stuff before anyone else, just like what you're seeing on the stream right now. Who's that guy? That's Guise, who we will be showing off tonight, but not until a little bit later. The game does include a tutorial that covers the basics, but we always do our best to explain exactly what we're doing, when we do it, and why, especially when we're playing with people like Guise or Wager Master, because they take everything you know about the game and completely mess it all up. And depending on how long it takes for us to win or lose, we may play more than one full game in a session, and episodes are usually between an hour and 2 hours. Sentinels is currently available for iPad, Android tablets, as well as PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and you can get more information at sentinelsdigital.com. So before we go any further tonight, I want to say a personal thank you to each and every one of our 30-something people. Wow, that's a lot of people for this early in the stream. For making our Kickstarter successful!
Woohoo!
Woo!
Yay!
Yes.
Actually,
We are in the
me watching now.
the Season 2 possibility era.
Yeah, Season 2 is like no longer a weird future thing. Like, it's a thing that is gonna happen. Like, for sure.
Soon.
Very soon. Yes, in fact, like, we're finishing up Mini Pack 3. It's not done by any stretch of the imagination. We still have some work to do on it, as you will, I'm sure, see tonight. But once this is done, we know exactly the next thing we're doing. And what is the next thing that we're doing, Jean-Marc?
We will do the preview pack for Season 2.
Exactly.
Because we hit that stretch goal.
Season 2 preview pack. That was the $95,000 stretch goal. We managed to get just over $97,000, which means we hit it. And that means that you guys will be playing sometime this summer. You'll be playing with Setback, you'll be playing against Choke Point, and you'll be playing in the Temple of Zulong. Very exciting times.
Yeah.
And we have not forgotten phone support, but you must remember, for us, phone support was something that we were already working on and wasn't, something we were unsure about. We were going to do it for sure.
Yeah, in fact,
we had been working on it.
In fact, I will sort of let you guys behind the curtain, as is my want, since we've been doing this with the Kickstarter. We were actually pushing really hard to try and get phone support done ahead of the Kickstarter. It turns out that it was a bit of a tougher nut to crack, and so we didn't. Basically for several reasons. One, Wager Master Guise ended up being a little bit harder than we thought, and we had more setup to do for the Kickstarter and other kinds of things. But phone support is not, we announced it as part of the Kickstarter, but that is a thing that was going to happen one way or another. And so now we've just sort of released when it's going to be coming, which is sometime this summer. And that is very, very cool. We're very excited to play it. I can tell you that like a couple of months ago when we got the very, very, very first testing build ever running on a phone, and I installed it on my iPhone and I played it, I kind of felt a little giddy, because it meant that I could now like play it like on the train without having to pull out the iPad, and it's very exciting. We knew it was going to be not necessarily difficult, but like challenging to find a way to make Sentinels work on such a small screen, and I really think we did it, and I'm very excited about that, and I think you guys will be too. So, all right, so I already see some questions. John, do you want to tackle a couple of those while I start getting a multiplayer game set up?
Sure. There's a question: will we get any new variants in Mini Pack 3? You will just have to wait and see, like always. We never answer that question. You know how it is.
Yes,
You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. It's not going to be that easy. What is Setback's deal? Have you played Setback yet, Jean-Marc, on the tabletop?
I have once or twice. Not a lot.
Do you want to speak about his deal?
So basically, he has these unlucky points or tokens that he can put into a pool, and whenever he uses his base power, he gets one, and whenever he plays some cards, he gets some. And then he has some cards that let him use those tokens for various effects, or like when you play the card, what it actually does will be different based on how many tokens are currently in the unlucky pool.
Yeah, and you can use them to power big attacks and stuff like that, and various interesting stuff.
So, yeah, I mean, the theme of it is that he's like the unluckiest hero, but I feel like a lot of the time having unlucky points is good, and it's not too bad on you or the team to get them. So,
yeah, well, I think like his sort of modus operandi is to like go stand near the villain, and then bad things will happen to the villain because of his unlucky nature.
Oh, okay.
You see that in that artwork a bunch, which is funny.
So people in the chat are noticing the new avatars.
Throw your hands up. Oh yeah, that's right. Watch out for when we have guys in the game to see how things work. I thought we were going to show off guys. We should be able to play in Megalopolis.
We can play in Megalopolis. I was just popping open guys real quick to show that he is in fact here. We're going to be playing him in the second game this evening because we have a special guest who's going to come on to help us with that. Migrant Pete dropped out. Nope, sorry, jean-marc dropped out.
jean-marc dropped out. I'm still here.
It was doing that weird glitch where it wasn't attaching the names correctly. So last time the fix was close out, rejoin.
Huh.
We have to figure out why that happens on your computer.
Yeah, so people are noticing the new avatars. That's right. Tonight we're going to be showing off all things guys. And you'll notice that I have a Baron Blade in Kawaii mode, which is very exciting. And jean-marc has the cutesy Kawaii guys. Migrant P has the Nemesis icon. Our special guest will be Guise. Oh, you guys. So I think, is this an okay setup? Are you guys all right with Wager Master, and Omnitron 4 showing off the other Mini Pack 3 stuff before we get to guys later?
I think we should play Megalopolis so we can see guys.
All right.
And I guess we could do Wager Master. The game could be over in 30 seconds.
That's true.
And then we'll just play again, I guess.
Well, last game that you guys played, I thought was a pretty good.
Yeah, that was a good Wager Master game.
It was. It was like a very long Wager Master game. It's unusual. I think it either is really short or really long. That's my experience.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike Iron Legacy, where it's either really short or really short. Although that's not true.
Really
I've had a long. I have had one long one with him for sure.
If you have someone who can tank, then you can keep a long game going.
It's time to play some games. Can you win before you die? So fun. Now let's all just sit back and think of something.
Oh yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I'm just reading the chat, the stuff. So, what's the question?
Is in-game chat coming? That's a feature the game has had since we added multiplayer. So yes, it's here.
All right. So Scholar starts with a know when to turn loose, proverbs and axioms, transmutive recovery, and truth seeker. Unity has a flash forge, 2 scrap metals, and a supply crate. And Chrono-Ranger, 2 displaced armories, just doing my job, and sudden contract. All right, let's see what Wager Master has for us. Not all he seems. Wagelings. The New Deal. Up and breaking the rules.
There we go.
The bane of your existence. All right, let's read through those cards real quick, because since we've only ever shown him off once on the stream, let's read through these. So, Not All He Seems, ongoing condition. Whenever Wager Master will be dealt damage, prevent that damage and flip this card face down. If there are no cards in the villain deck, the heroes win the game. Wagelings, at the end of the villain turn, this card deals each hero target 1 melee damage. When this card is reduced to 0 or fewer, flip it face down. At the start of the villain turn, if there are more villain targets than hero targets, the heroes lose the game. And then the New Deal, ongoing condition. At the end of the villain turn, each hero target with an even amount of HP deals itself 3 psychic damage. If a hero is incapacitated this way, the heroes lose the game. Whenever a villain card is flipped face down, Wager Master regains 3 HP. And then, of course, breaking the rules, which flips everything. The phases of a hero turn now go in reverse. right.
So the wagelings actually switched around who's going to deal them self-damage right now. Because before, the Scholar had odd HP, and Unity and Chrono-Ranger had even, and that just switched around.
Aha. All right, so my end of turn, I drew my cards. Now I'm going to heal one for my power phase. And
Someone asks, what is there a box with a dot in the top right of the stream?
what is what?
There's something messed up in your stream window, someone's saying, in the top right.
I'm not seeing anything. I wonder if it's a Twitch thing. How far up was that?
Third
comment?
Anguish says, what is that box with a dot in the top right? That looked like a bugged window. Weird face.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on either of my things, so it might be a Twitch thing.
Okay.
Right click on not all he seems. Okay. Oh, are they seeing? Oh, okay.
Oh, that's just a...
It was the special string,
There's
probably,
a-
that didn't have anything in it yet.
Yeah, I think Jean-Marc, that's probably fixed, or it's on the list to fix.
Yeah, it's on the
I
list.
saw quite a bit. Remember, this is a preview, and
Yep.
there are bugs.
All right, so Scholar, that's me. I think I'm gonna don't dismiss anything because I feel like in a game with Wager Master, you might as well not dismiss anything.
Do more random things.
Exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like with Unity in play, don't dismiss anything with the option of, with the hope that you'll get a bot into play is usually a pretty good play.
Also, the bugs around breaking the rules and stuff have not been fixed yet, so don't destroy it on a hero turn.
Don't destroy what?
Don't destroy breaking the rules on a hero turn. Like
okay.
last time.
You're getting a little crunchy. Not super crunchy, just a little bit.
All right. Let me know if you need me to change.
Will do. Yeah, there's no equipment in play. Yeah, man. I gotta say, as frustrating as I'm sure it was to program, breaking the rules really does make you think about this game in a way that you probably are not used to, which I like a lot. Because it's breaking the rules.
Alright, so I use my power first. I guess I may as well, let's see. Wager Master or Wageling?
If we flip Wagelings, well, I don't know if we want to flip Wager Master. I would just hit Wager Master because we can actually win by making him go to 0. So there's a question.
For now,
For now. I feel like if you have that chance, you should take it. Why does it let you draw 2 cards? Because at your draw phase, if you haven't played a card or used a power, you may draw an extra card.
Yay!
And that is official. I guess there has, in the past, been some discussion about how that would work, and it has been confirmed that this is the way it is supposed to work.
Put a bounty on Wager Master there. And that fuels my Hunter and Hunted,
Yes.
which is a dangerous card to play, but it's the start of the game, so you know. And there we go.
Hey, there's Guise.
There is Guise without
As
the
I've said,
disguise.
we've shown Guise off on this stream. We've shown Guise off on this stream for a long time.
And Ambuscade and the Wraith, in case anyone didn't.
Here, you can
recognize them.
take Hunter and Hunted back, and then you won't get hurt too much.
Sure. That seems like a good play. And then nobody else has to return a card to hand. So.
K-Cat wants to know, why didn't you play Ultimate Target?
Because I wanted to let anyone who deals damage to Wager Master have it increased.
And Wager Master doesn't really deal a lot of damage himself. Or at least he's not with the cards that are out right now.
Alright, I gotta keep moving.
It's nice of Guys to join us on the very first round.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of talk about Guys.
I guess we should have brought Fnatic too, and we could have had another chance for Guys, because he also appears on Final Dive. Also in the very first edition of the game. If you're wondering how far these guys think ahead at Greater Than Games.
It is actually quite impressive how far ahead they thought. Like, if you thought they were just sort of putting stuff out and hoping that they would fill it in later and like, oh, well, we'll answer that story later. That is not at all the way they work.
Oh yeah, like look at the Visionaries deck and you can see stuff from Oblivion. There are Aeon Men in her deck, I believe. Anyone have equipment for me to destroy? You probably don't want me to destroy Jim's hat, do you?
Ideally not, but if you need to, it can be used.
I mean, I can't. Any bot I put out will not go off until next turn anyway, so...
Right. Yeah, turret
super
spot's
compelling.
actually really useful in this scenario.
I know. He's the opposite bot. All right, what do I want to do? I'll just skip my power. And I can't play a card. Well, like, no, whatever. That's just fine. Actually, I think in the Oblivion Kickstarter video, they had that Visionary card in their video, right? For the...
Yeah, they had a lot of card art, so they probably like referenced anything that they made deliberately to prepare for it.
Discard one of my many cards.
Yeah, that was the thing I remember from last week with Wager Master and breaking the rules out, is that we were not wanting for cards.
Well, and especially this round, we couldn't play any, so we just kept drawing more. Well, that's true. We could lose if a Wageland gets played. We might want to kill them.
All right.
Who pointed that out? Profarmitage.
Well, that was originally what I was thinking when I asked, but I was like, well, there's only one so far. But now it's getting risky.
Well, we have +1 damage, and so do they. We might just get destroyed first.
Yeah, this is not.
Well, we all have even hit points. We need that other card to come out.
Holy
Where we
smokes.
just win.
Yeah. We're just getting whooped here.
Hmm. I could Grace Under Fire to hit one of the Wagelings for 3.
+1.
+1. Or I could get out of the way to hit each of them for 2. And then
You could
heal
keep
myself
moving
up a bit.
keep moving into mortal form, and then use get out of the way.
Ah, I like that.
Yes, those two cards pair well.
Oh, right, and now I have to pay for Mortal Form to Energy. Interesting. I haven't played the Scholar with the rules reversed yet. So I don't have to. I can just get rid of it. What
It's
to
true. You
do?
could just sort of play it as a one-shot,
Yeah. I think...
but it might be handy to have around.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it around. Ooh, Brainstorm.
Yeah, break the rules is kind of fun in the way that, like, when you're so used to doing something as a character, it's like you can totally rethink your strategy as when you're playing them.
I'm going to turn your hat into a cryobot if that's okay.
Well, we do love
You can get
cryo.
it back. You have displaced armory, and then you can shoot cryobot and do more damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, I think, brainstorm.
I support that decision.
It's hard to play construction pilot when I can't use it until next turn.
I know. That is such a frustration. As I was exactly, when you guys were talking about that, I was like, man, like this breaking the rules really breaks how I would play Unity. And that's not to say that you can't play Unity well this way, but it just, I'm so hardwired to understand how Unity works that...
Oh yeah, we had a good suggestion from V is for Yoshi there. If you play scrap metal, you can actually play a bot.
Oh, right. Well, next time.
Yeah.
I wanted to play brainstorm to hit that wageling.
Yep.
I have lots of armory that is not in the correct place. Okay, so those are all taken care of.
For now.
Now, I wasn't originally concerned about when the new deal came out if a hero's incapacitated, but it's getting riskier.
Well, I'm not sure if we can really do anything about it. I guess don't play Hunter and Hunted, or you'll probably die.
Mm-hmm.
The new deal really is like a ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
The Republicans in the in the chat probably just were like, "You just said a mouthful, John." Oh, political humor.
I think just like pile the damage on the Wager Master.
Yeah.
If possible, because
I mean, he's mocking us. Look at him there, just twiddling his...
we don't have much health left for the new deal.
Oh yeah, and then I get to gain HP immediately. Nice. Oh, if he flipped the environment turn too, that could totally like cause a whole bunch of crazy stuff to happen.
Oh yeah.
Like
I
this
guess you
card,
should play
the
to me.
impending casualty.
Right.
It's
It's
just
not
like
too bad.
it's like it's not an impending casualty. It's just here's the casualty.
The casualty is I have to discard a card. Oh well. Not how he seems on flips. And we deal ourselves damage. Well, Cryobot can go first. Because why not?
Cryobot always wants to go first.
Oh, right, because that flipped down a card, and so the rest of the damage is 0. Awesome.
So how do we select a card to flip down? If they're all flipped down.
We remember what they were. You remember what they were?
But
I guess they got...
Maybe you guys aren't seeing what I'm seeing. I'm seeing select a card to flip face down with 4 face down cards.
That's still ought to do.
Okay.
It just means flip it face up, really.
Okay, understood.
Yeah.
So there's 2 wagelings, a new deal, and
I think it's like
Actually, you know what?
non-wageling, wageling, non-wageling, wageling. I think is the order that they're in, but I could be wrong about that.
new deal.
I think because of that card, jean-marc, we actually have to go back and actually do the flip side of Wager Master the way he's supposed to. Because after Wager Master flips and he rearranges the cards, you're not supposed to be able to remember which one is which. And I forgot about that card. We can chat about it later.
Yeah.
And Cryobot doing an excellent job. Except that new deal is bad for us.
Yep.
Unless we can stay at odd hit points.
Don't move, Unity.
So is that should I not heal? Wait, hang on now.
Could heal an even number of hit points. I mean, as long as you're not going to get incapacitated, it's fine.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I mean, Scholar usually is okay with hit points, so yeah, let me do this just so I can do some additional damage. Then I can.
Jean-marc is furiously coding while the stream is in progress. I'm drinking whiskey. Wow. Alchemical redirection. That seems risky.
Yep. It is, but I'm doing it anyway.
Do you still like your hat? Do you like it more than Stealthbot?
Go ahead. Or you wait. Okay, never mind.
It happened.
We could have, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we could have used the scrap metal thing. I actually wanted to scrap metal Cryobot and keep him alive, but that's not going to happen. I've been disconnected.
Wah, wah.
Everyone's getting disconnected. This is a weird Unity, that's for sure. No, I didn't. I clicked wrong. Can we go back to Unity's play a card?
I don't know. Can we? Let's find out. All right.
What?
Silverleaf asks, what kind of whiskey? I am drinking an Aberfeldy single cask that I filled at the distillery, which was a lot of fun. I believe it's a 2002, maybe 2004. They have the cask set up in the sort of shop area, and you can fill the bottle yourself and label it and put all the legal stickers on it and everything. Enter it into the book. Well, I'm definitely more of a small business distillery and brewery type of person. Like I like craft beer and small batch and stuff like that. And Aberfeldy is part of the Dewar's monstrosity. I just really like Aberfeldy, which is one of the whiskeys that goes into Dewar's. So it just happens to be super delicious for my palate. Christopher would scoff, I'm sure. He enjoys the extra peaty Islay stuff, which isn't bad, but it isn't what I want all the time.
Yeah, Paul tried to get me into like Lafroig and like the really super peaty scotches, and they're all right on occasion.
Once in a while, I'll have it, but like I much prefer like a Glenmorangie or any other sherry cask stuff is like super delicious for me.
Yeah, how do you say that one?
Is
Is it
like
Glenmorangie, Glenmorangie?
Say how I just said it.
Glenmorangie?
Glenmorangie.
Glenmorangie. Okay.
Like orange. Think of an orange, and that's how you say it.
Got it.
And that's pronounced Isla. See, I don't even know all the pronunciations.
All right, well, Cryobot is...
Cryobot's going down. Well, he doesn't have to. Stealthbot could save him, but there's really no point. I think Stealthbot needs to save Unity. And does Stealthbot need to save anyone else, or is everyone else
what
okay?
happened to my alchemical redirection? Did it get...
You got destroyed at the start of your turn, which was the ending of your turn.
Oh! Oh! Breaking the rules! All right.
Yeah, I think. Let's let Stealthbot get its own. And actually, I want to have it take it for Cryobot so that it doesn't get the new deal damage. It's going to get destroyed when Unity tries to hit herself anyways, but I need to save this so Unity doesn't die. Am I going to have the robot voice today? Do you want me to try reconnecting on my phone, Jeremy?
I mean, it keeps coming and going. Honestly, I haven't considered it to be unacceptable yet. But if you want to try and reconnect on your phone, that's fine with me. That totally fixed it earlier today, so...
Oh, right. Even amount of HP deals itself damage. So Scholar is fine. We can.
Rules,
I think we can
why
let
you
Scholar.
do this to me? I thought we were friends.
Scholar can take it. I'll take the.
That's what.
What did we press choose for me? Why did we press choose for me? Who did that?
At least two of us. I know that much.
And one of them wasn't you.
The order was important if Chrono-Ranger wants his hit points.
All right, where do we go? End of turn?
All right, we need to do this part again.
I'm just gonna wait until I see what everybody's voting. Okay, there we go.
This one we can choose farming. That's fine. Actually, I think I will. I think Crabot's gonna die no matter what. Yeah, so actually we can save Stealthbot. All right, that's better. Unless you want, for Chrono-Ranger, would you want Stealthbot to die, or would you want yourself to get hit? I guess Stealthbot will survive, so I will say yes.
Okay.
And Stealthbot, because then Stealthbot can take all this, and that's better.
All right.
Ugh, breaking the rules just gives me a headache.
All right. Am I trying to clear out that wagelings, or you want me to hit him?
I think we could kill Wager Master if you do, like, if you play like know when to turn loose or something.
Yeah. How would that go? Let's see here. No one to turn loose is gonna be 8. Yeah, I can do that.
I think we should go out in a blaze of glory.
Or not go out at all.
All right, I think for max damage we need to leave your hat alone.
Thank you.
This time, McGibbon and your Masada will also be important. So I think I think Volatile Parts is going to be probably what I need to play, because having another bot is no use. I mean, I keep being surprised at be having another turn, so. I'm going to just play Volatile Parts, and then when Stealthbot blows up, maybe
if
that
you had
will
a
win us the
turret
game.
bot, maybe you could get it out and then deal damage immediately, but...
Oh, man, yeah. Ultimate target, Hunter and Hunted, game over. Game over, man.
Game over! Game over, man!
So I guess you wouldn't get to do damage on your turn if you played Hunter and Hunted, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think I might go with Sudden Contract. Oh, wait, that doesn't... No. Right, they flip. They don't... Okay, never mind. That was dumb.
Kill on sight still works, but it's not.
Yeah, well, it will increase the number of bounty cards I have out there, so yeah, I'll just go ahead and do it.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as we can, like, get you to shoot him once and get Stealthbot to be destroyed.
I hope he doesn't play.
Like, Stealthbot to be destroyed, he'll have one. Yeah, I know. We just have to hope that doesn't happen.
That's what we're doing. That's our strategy. Is
hoping against hope.
Yeah. Play and pray.
Oh, not all it seems.
Pick a card,
All
pick
right,
a fate.
This could definitely. All right, so if we choose condition, then he can't put that into play, right? Because it's a condition. So I vote condition.
Yeah, I mean, ongoing I think is the most likely, but anyway. Yay!
Okay, discard it. All right, so he's dealing damage. So let's pick the Scholar. Let the Scholar take it. And now Chrono-Ranger gets to go and win the game. Oh wait, not all he seems.
Ah!
Wait, hang on. Let's go back to his end of turn, and we'll let Unity go first. I don't know why we clicked on that.
Whoa. Wait, where are we?
I meant Wager Master's end of turn.
Okay.
Okay, whoops.
We all went back to Chrono Ranger's end of turn instead of Wager Master's. Just do the same thing again. Doodle-doo, 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 doodle-doo.
We're just learning how to play this game, folks.
It's really
Yeah,
complex.
we've never done this before.
Seems so simple. Just play a card.
I can't believe we all clicked on the same thing. I guess because someone clicked on it, and so we all
Everybody
clicked
else
on
just
it.
followed suit.
We just the blind leading the blind. All right, so now let's not continue. So choose Stealth Bot and let Stealth Bot. Well, I guess choose Unity and then redirect it to Stealth Bot. And then Stealth Bot gets destroyed, falls apart, goes away. And now, what? Oh, yeah, he deals. Right. So, a burning sense of failure.
I want
we
to
don't
pop that
want to
open. I don't
heal.
think that got played last game, so let's pop that open. A burning sense of failure, ongoing. Whenever a condition card is flipped face down,
Oh my
Wager
God.
Master deals the hero target with the
Ridiculous.
highest HP 2 fire damage.
So we need to pick this one first, or otherwise he'll heal, and then we can't kill him.
Are we doing this right this time?
Yes, because
Do
we
it.
the previous thing managed to flip that other card face down.
Yeah.
There it is. Hallelujah.
Holy crap, Wager Master.
Oh, Wager Master is a grumpy.
Wager Master not happy.
All right. So there it is. Game 1 down. We managed to beat Wager Master with 8, 3, and 9 hit points, respectively. Let's pop into new game and welcome our special guest to the stream this evening. Say hi to Sanvar. Say hi, Sanvar.
Hi, Sanvar.
Hi, Sanvar. So the reason why Sanvar is our special guest this evening, why don't you guys tell me why Sanvar is our special guest this evening?
Because for pretty much every pack that we've done, Sanvar is one of our alpha testers, by the way. You know, he's like, "Oh, are we doing Guise next?" And he already knew the schedule, but you know, I think he was just so excited. And finally, we're doing Guise, and him and Ronway have been doing an amazing job at testing these, and Sanvar is such an awesome guy that he needs to be Guise.
Yeah, so I think we've mentioned it before, but in order to test these cards, you know, we did this a bit in the testing video that we did for the Kickstarter. There's a, you know, we build these unit tests, but there's other testing that has to happen, and we could do it all ourselves. and never actually get any coding work or development work done because we're so busy testing. And that's where our amazing alpha and beta testers come in. And Sanvar, I believe Guise is your favorite character, is that right?
Mildly, I guess.
And so he has been actively and tirelessly testing Guise conditions against a lot of the different cards that Guise has. And he begged to be a part of the stream because he's like, oh my god, I want to be a part of this. Would it be great? Would it be okay if I came on? Oh my god, I want to be this. So.
And making Guise is not just implementing Guise's cards. It's checking that Guise's effects work with every other ongoing card, every other equipment card, every other innate power of every hero.
Exactly.
Yep. Now and future.
now and future. Yes.
So if anybody plays Smash Brothers, he's like the Kirby character, you know? Every time they add a new character, they need to make sure that it works with Kirby.
So there he is, Powerhound 2000, and he will be our Guise this evening. So, who should we play against? Where should we play? What are you guys thinking? Jean-Marc chooses Ra, Horus of Two Horizons.
I just hit randomize, but
I'll hit randomize too. Let's see what we get.
fine.
Kaargra, and I got Chrono-Ranger and Enclave of the Endlings.
Oh, dear me.
All right, we don't have Ardent Adept, so that's good. He's not finished with Guise yet.
Yeah, so actually we did want to mention, we're going to show you some Guise stuff. We're hopefully going to show you some Guise stuff that works, but we may show you some Guise stuff that doesn't work because Guise is still very much in process. So
yeah, and there's lots of stuff with Guise that isn't finished or isn't even there yet at all. So in terms of special UI stuff, so keep that in mind. And also, it might just totally not work.
There's also that option.
Actually, I have not tried Guise with Kaargra Warfang yet, so we'll see.
This could be fun. Yeah, and Kaargra at the Enclave is pretty interesting too. So,
yep.
All right, I guess we're gonna see what happens. The Enclave of the Endlings! Come and fight for my pleasure. Are you worthy combatants? Find out for glory. FPO? What does that even mean? Fairly plain opening? All right, so there's Guise waiting for his turn. Let's pop open Guise and see what we got. We got 2 Say Cheese, which is 1 shot. Guise deals 1 target, 1 cold damage. Then, if that target is still in play and has 5 or fewer HP, you may play 1 card. We also have a Total Beefcake, ongoing limited. Who would want to hurt such a beauty? First time Guise would be dealt damage each turn. Redirect that damage to the non-hero target with the lowest HP. That could be very interesting in the arena. At the start of your turn, destroy this card, and then Extreme! It's hard to tell if I'm the most awesome or the most extreme. Probably both. Damage dealt by Guise is irreducible, and... What, Jean-Marc? Cannot be redirected.
Oh, yeah, not redirectable.
A new thing for damage.
A new thing.
Yay.
And then at the start of your turn, destroy this card.
A new trait of damage, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if it
the
worked properly in the preview.
The chat is responding to the FPO thing.
Yes.
Yeah, so in this build, if you play Extreme, it will show funny things on the screen, but it will actually do the right thing. So just be aware of that.
All right, Ra starts with Excavation, Flesh of the Sun God, Solar Flare, and Summon Staff. Oops. Chrono-Ranger has got a Compounded Bow, Danny Boy, Jim's Hat, and Just Doing My Job. And Captain Cosmic has a Cosmic Crest, Harsh Offense, Potent Disruption, and Wounding Buffer. All right, let's see what Kaargra has in store for us. Impassable Andolin. The Indiscriminate. Durmkarn the Fearless. Soul Slayer Perith. All right, Impassable Andolin. Which player is considered to have the most cards in play?
I think Guise should take the inaugural damage.
Ouch.
Everyone else will get their turn.
Yeah, Taco Dash says, funny things on the screen with Guise is not a bug, it's a feature.
Who's getting hit by the Soul Slayer?
Usually I wait for one of them to volunteer.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing too. I don't want to vote for somebody.
Everyone's waiting for a volunteer.
Oh, I guess it's going to be me.
That was quick.
Oh, apparently I'm AFK. I'll open up a card so that I'm no longer AFK.
Card you play must be considered carefully.
Carefully.
Alright.
Yes, also, if anyone is wondering if things look cut off or misplaced with Guise's pictures, those are in progress, the layout of those. But we just wanted to show you guys that much, even though he's not quite ready.
Guys.
Guys.
Alright. I think I'll play off with Total Beefcake because Extreme is not helpful, only being able to hit once, and Say Cheese is not going to give me too much of a benefit. I want more cards in my hand. Go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, I didn't pop open Guise's character card, so I'm going to do that. Oh, there. Tough choices. Draw a card or play a card. How to choose! Also, Guise deals 1 target, 1 melee damage. But who? That's good stuff.
Alright. Any preference on which one I hit? I can't hurt Andalin, but I can hit Perith and Soul Slayer.
Yeah, I have no particular. I guess the Fearless.
He's
hits
immune.
More damage. He has his immunity thingy, but
More extreme.
But it's gone now.
Guys look so sad now.
Wah, wah.
he does look a little sad in that one.
Man, I don't know if you guys are as excited for the Wrath of the Cosmos soundtrack to come out as I am, but
I don't have the music on because I'm listening to you guys.
yeah.
I kind of imagine you going in your car and just repeating the Enclave of the Endlings multiple times.
So I literally have a playlist in iTunes set up called Ultimate SOTM, which is all the music just in order that I listen to probably more often than is maybe healthy, but that's like my go-to work day playlist. And I haven't put Wrath of the Cosmos in it yet because the final versions of those songs, in terms of being soundtrack ready, are not quite done yet. And I have like a rule, I don't put them in iTunes until they're like done. And so, yeah, it's, oh right, it's my turn.
Was that why you were asking me today if they
That
were
is exactly why I was
masturbating?
asking you that today.
Not for anyone else, just for himself.
Yep.
HH2 News asks, what is the plan with the UI when Santa Guise is around? We plan for the UI to still be in user interface.
Gifts for everyone.
Oh, that was dumb. Why did I do that? Oh, whatever.
What? That was dumb.
I hit Dirk.
You did a dumb, Jeremy.
Yeah, I did a stupid.
It's fine.
That's all right.
We could do worse.
Nobody's here to watch Chrono-Ranger play right now. Let's just be clear.
I'm going to harshly offend. Woohoo, for 4.
Hey, we're tied.
Yeah, woo!
I'm looking forward to Sanvar getting some of Guise's copy cards because those are the ones I've been spending the most time on, and I want to
Yeah.
see them used.
Ooh, Autonomous Blade. That goes very well with either Guise or Chrono-Ranger, who's set up to do things. You don't have any ultimate target or possibility of getting it soon. and Guise doesn't really have any out of turn damage going on. But I feel like Guise is more likely to come across that right now. So I grant you an autonomous blade.
So smart, it swings on its own.
The Endling Refuge.
Oh, jeez. There's a mutus.
Oh, Immutus.
That's... I'm definitely not having anybody hurt me with total beefcake out. And with having to destroy them, well, I guess that's perfectly fine.
Oh, well.
Beefcake, Staff of Rock, Compounded Bow.
Now they're able to hurt
Oh.
me.
Chaos Lord. Guise is a good Chaos Lord. Who wants a mystery? Is this still a bug? We don't know what title it is. Oh no, it was Chaos Lord. I think we should give it to Impassable Andalin and just never hit him. That seems like a good plan to me.
All right. Yeah, I mean, he's not damage, so...
Yeah, he has the -1, so... Someone wants me to read the flavor text. Of what? Yeah, I like someone somewhere posted a thing about Immutus saying like he just sort of like shows up to the party and he's like, "Hey guys, I'm here," and what's going on? Why are you hitting me?
What's up, guys? If they're asking about
Trying
the
to be
flavor
your friend.
text on Immutus, it's the sky grew dark as the gargantuan metal colossus blotted out most of the sky. Immutus stood in the middle of the field, impassive and immobile. I don't know if that's what they wanted, but I did it.
I don't know what they want. It hasn't been clarified yet. All right, well, you can kick the crap out. Actually, you could play Extreme and still hit someone you want, if you want, instead of...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's just see what it looks like.
Yeah, so here we will see that it looks wrong on the screen, but the right thing will happen.
Yeah, I fixed that today, though.
Hey, yeah, I'm that guy.
There it
'Cause
is. There it is. Jeremy, bring it up on the screen.
All right, hang on. Yeah, I'm that guy. Ongoing limited. When this card enters play, give another player a high five. If you do, treat this card as if it had the game text of every ongoing card in that player's play area, replacing their hero's name with Guise. And you, on that card, means Guise's player. At the start of your turn, destroy this card. All right.
That is the card. The most programming work and had the most bugs of any card in this game.
So far.
And it's not done yet.
And it's not done yet. Because basically what it says is a complete abuse of the whole system.
Take all rules, ignore them, and rewrite all rules.
Alright, I'm gonna hit Mr. Fearless. Hey.
So it shows it hitting Immutus, but it actually hit him.
Okay.
So don't worry.
I guess that's weird.
Worry.
Yeah. So
This probably speaks directly to what we talked about in, I don't remember which developer diary, but the idea of the model versus the UI. Yes, John? So the model understood what was happening and performed it correctly, but the UI...
yeah, well, it told the UI a lie.
Ah,
It said that the damage was redirected, but then it actually wasn't.
Wait.
But the UI is like displaying hit points of stuff that is from the model, not from the controller. And so the controller lied, but the model was true.
Aha.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, what was going on underneath was, okay, this says it wants to be redirected, but it can't be, so hit the other one. But then the UI still gets the redirect damage thing, and it's like, okay, well, I'm getting this item, so I guess I'll just redirect it.
Yeah, it says it's getting redirected, so I should show that. But then the actual HP change happens on the proper cards.
Yeah, not. The cards aren't terribly useful here.
Stupid Immutus.
Well, you could Inferno and basically blink over each one of the or 8 damage altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like to let the villains kill Immutus and not us. But
Yeah,
it's
like I
tough.
like to take Immutus as an opportunity to sort of get set up, because it's like you don't want to be the one wailing on Immutus and then have the villains kill him at the exact wrong time.
You can play Flesh of the Sun God, or I guess you want to draw 2 cards.
Yeah, I'll just double skip. Not an exciting play, but
I mean, your power is good for searching for cards too. Draw 3, discard 2.
mhm.
You want to. We were just talking about getting set up, and you just hit Immutus a bunch instead of playing the card that lets you draw more cards to get set up, or playing something. What are you doing, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Contradiction personified. Jeremy Handel.
I played the hat. That's what everybody wanted. Chrono-Ranger is definitely one of the characters that I'm not as good at this point. I haven't played him as much as many of the other characters.
Well, here, have something to deal more damage with.
Come on, please! Someone in my crowd was just yelling.
I want to use my power. There we go. Ooh, I like destructive response.
I think you'll find,
That's a-
John, that irrespective of anything, I was staying true to myself in that I was dealing damage.
It's true.
Blugo!
Blurgo.
If Blugo starts protecting Immutus, I'm out.
Not quite yet.
He's protecting the Fearless.
Ah, she got Stonejaw. That's not good.
And out comes Kaargra.
Jeez.
So I just want to point out real quick, if everybody can just take a look at Kaargra Warfang's small card real quick. You'll notice that she has a new icon on her. This is one of the things that we've been working on for Mini Pack 3. And that new icon is a trophy with a big slash through it, which means the heroes cannot win the game. We get more customer support tickets about Kaargra Warfang's target side than just about anything since we released Wrath of the Cosmos. And that's because everybody says...
FAQ, guys.
Yeah, everybody goes, I don't understand. I had 35 favor, but I didn't win. What's going on? And the answer is always, Kaargra Warfang is a target. It says in big, bold letters, the heroes cannot win the game. And we made these new icons mainly because in Mini Pack 3, Wager Master has all these, like, the heroes automatically win, the heroes automatically lose, blah, blah, blah. And we realized that we needed to have iconography for that.
Immutus has fallen.
Not doing good in points.
Nope. Kind of having a lot of things destroyed.
Well, now we can start doing damage.
Put
to
him
something
up!
that is
Put him
Immutus.
up!
Alright. At this point, I think I'm going to have a gritty reboot. You know, because I'm a hard-boiled, but not like an egg. Like a detective.
Exactly. Let's pop that open. That's an ongoing limited. Whenever Guise is dealt damage, you may draw a card.
You don't get it, pal. Bad things have happened to me. It's not just lazy writing.
Never forget, Mrs. Guise. Say what again? Again.
Again? Alright, well. Hit
guess-
Blugo or hit one of the other gladiators.
Hive-minded is pretty awful in this environment, so you might want to take him out.
He's been punished for one.
Yeah, Hive-Minded
Normal
is-
beings with
Did
skeletons.
you just say that there's extra favor for Hive-Minded?
Yeah.
Yeah,
At
environment.
the end of the villain turn,
Right.
it adds one per environment card, which there are usually many.
I'm going to pop that open real quick. Look what I found, which is a one-shot. Guise deals 1 target, 3 melee damage. Is that target still around? I should do more damage next time. If that target is still in play, increase the next damage dealt by Guise by 1.
I got disconnected. Now I'm back.
So Estelinda says... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you... she says, it's really cool of Adam to do so much character art for Guise, and we agree. Greyland Games has been super into providing resources to make Guise as cool as possible.
Yeah, I have to say, actually, they have been more excited about Guise than I think they've been about anything else for the video game, which is pretty cool, because it means that this particular expansion pack has really given us lots of cool extra stuff to do, which is fun.
Yeah, like look what I found. People are pointing out the one shot actually goes off the card, which is not possible on a printed card, but in a video game you can do it. It's pretty awesome.
Yep.
It's also missing from the. You can also the miniature one looks kind of neat too, because obviously he's taking one shot.
He's taking the one shot.
It's also missing off of the little mini card too.
Yep.
Yeah, we didn't have it go off the edge of that one just because for like spacing reasons it would be weird, but
yeah,
it still looks a little different, obviously.
So, do you think I should go with Inferno or Blazing Tornado? Lots of targets out there.
And I almost say play the staff if you're going to go with Inferno next round.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, this Ra is tricky. I don't like this Ra. I like having a base power that can deal damage.
If you play the staff of... Well, yeah, I guess next turn you would... If you play the staff, you wouldn't be able to deal damage. So Blazing Tornado might be a good call. So you have a damage power. And Blue Go is protecting the guy that we could kill, but I think Hive-Minded we can potentially take out this round.
I don't know. What should I do? Great.
I think Ra has a few cards he could discard.
No.
Have some cards.
Yeah, and if you wanted, with your blink damage, you could hit guys, and I would, since I'm a detective, I would get a card, because I've been hit in the face. Apparently with a clue.
Yeah, I think we should try to take out Hive-Minded, though, if we can.
Yeah, I'm going to plink Hive-Minded. Oh.
Actually, yeah, I can use Potent Disruptor if you get him down to 4 and get rid of him.
Wait, what was my extra power? Oh, right. Deals 1 target 3 energy damage.
Yeah, why didn't you use that?
My muscle memory, I just hit the first power. So let's go back to, use a power. I realized it literally after I popped it open. So you could
do more damage, Jeremy.
I appreciate it. What I'm saying is that I did not... It was like boom, boom. I did my 2-click where it's like card power, card power, card power.
Carpow.
Carpow.
Kapow.
I'm actually going to do 4 damage anyway, so it wouldn't matter. Oh, I can destroy your Cosmic Weapon for just 2. That's what I'm going to do.
The Mind Breaker.
We get a favor point.
Hallelujah.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Yeah, we should really try and grab some titles, maybe.
Well, I can get champion by destroying my constructs.
Groom.
Yes.
Do we want to save an autonomous blade or an energy bracer? Who's Blue Go going to?
I have no strong preference. We can save the autonomous blade, I suppose.
Hmm.
Oh yes, and we have to hit Kaargra Warfang before we forget. Because we cannot win the game.
Fortunately, she's...
All right, real quick,
Yeah, she's
just
got
Guise
Stone
got
Jaw,
hit,
which makes it
so
rough.
he got to draw a card, and it was the best card ever! Let's pop that open. Draw 2 cards. Guise deals 1 target 2 melee damage. Guise regains 1 HP! If you throw your hands in the air and yell, woo! You may play a card.
Woo!
They kept that the same in the video game?
We're split here.
The Chrono-Ranger has damage reduction. So.
That's why I picked him.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Hive Mind comes right back. We might lose before the end of the villain turn. It'll be close.
There's 5. Depends upon how much damage they end up doing.
Lugo!
All right, well, if that's a potential thing, I'm going to pop out and show that new Guise card that just got drawn, which was Selling Out. Ongoing limited. Gotta have all the best swag. At the end of the environment turn, you may discard 1 card. You may play up to 3 cards that share a keyword with a discarded card. And then at the start of your turn, destroy this card.
Belsaur Sierra says, I like to imagine Groom wanders around yelling, Enclave of the Endlings! You can draw a card and get Unbreakable. It's
Yay.
18-3. We better
got
win
some
now.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna Barbarian up, and I'm gonna be a sellout. Alright, I'm gonna take out.
Oh, I don't think I read
Mr.
that one yet. Guise the Barbarian, ongoing limited. I am mighty and fearsome like the fabled alpaca. Increase damage dealt by Guise by 2 at the start of your turn. Destroy this card.
Crush your enemies, drive them before you, and laminate their women. I'm gonna take out Mr. Durkham the Fearless. Yay! Got more favor.
Yay. Ooh, the Seeker.
Oh, and did I read Blatant
That's
Reference
worth
yet?
hitting the Andolin for.
I don't think I read Blatant Reference yet. Ongoing limited. Look how cool I am. Just like that actor. What's his name? At the end of each hero turn, you may discard 1 card. If you do, Guise deals 1 target, 1 projectile damage. At the start of your turn, destroy this card.
We don't have to hit the Andolin because Kaargra has damage reduction too.
Yep.
I think if Ra gets the Seeker, that would be good. Versus, say, Autonomous Blade. So, Autonomous Blade can... I guess I'm choosing this. You guys can't decide.
You're just thinking out loud.
Yeah.
We got another card too, Retcon then.
Yes, let's pop that open real quick. Retcon. Destroy 1 ongoing or environment card. Awesome, I'm a great hero! You may draw a card or play a card.
Good point, my friend and fellow hero of the race. We're a good team.
All right. So, do we want me to grab the Seeker? Because that's what's going to probably happen.
I think that is a good idea because you could get it right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
get it from Inferno and then hit other targets to
Yeah, tagged a whole bunch of them.
I just wanted to make sure that nobody else was planning to grab them.
Someone said, did selling out not go off? It happens at the end of the environment turn. So it did not, because it just got played. You might be thinking of Super Ultra Kawaii, which is a card that goes at the end of every hero turn.
Yeah. If we'd playing Wager Master and had breaking the rules out, it would definitely not go off because it would be destroyed when it goes to the start of his turn.
Are there any environment targets we want to go after here?
Maybe Groom is hitting us mostly.
Okay.
And I guess Orbo... Brentat is hitting Kaargra, so that's good. But Orbo is also hitting us, so yeah. Even though he's like got a ridiculous amount of hit points, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I think we just have to kill Kaargra or we can't win, but I guess we also don't want to lose.
Yeah.
It's tough choices.
We can either lose or not win.
Choices.
Let's leave that choice to the chat.
Yeah, I think that this is the right choice.
Oh yeah, and one thing I forgot to mention about that FPO joke is that it won't be in the actual game, so
Enjoy it while you can.
That was just for you guys.
yeah, it was like I actually like when I was writing up the deck list, I thought, okay, the stream always comments on the FPO thing, so I'll just put something else here. And I actually forgot about it, and then I saw it, and I was like, oh yeah, because that was a while ago.
You can almost have it in there like some small random chance it appears.
Do we want me to get rid of Orbo or the Endling Refuge? Or something else entirely?
I mean, you have made a choice where if you destroy another card, the Endling Refuge might stay.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, the Endling Refuge will stay. So it's kind of a tough call because of that.
Well, if he destroys any of the other ones, I mean, there's still 4 cards, so Endling Refuge should go away.
Oh, right, because it counts itself. You're right. So yeah, Orbo, I would say.
So yeah, take out a target.
And you get Death Caller.
We might at least get to a respectable favor before this ends.
We got double digits.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that. I only have 2 constructs in play, so it's not for sure that I will get champion.
Okay.
So I think
If Fickle Fans comes out, that would be nice.
High
Yes.
chance of that one.
There's 2 of them, so it's a 1 in 3.
Yep.
Put next to
accurate.
Guy's gonna play some cards here soon.
So yeah, the chat is pointing out that would be actually a fun piece of dialogue to keep in, but it would have to pass muster with the Greater Than Games team. So what we'll do is I'll put that in front of Christopher and ask him if it's cool, and if it is, then maybe it'll stay in. We won't tell you if it does. If you discover it, then that's great. Because all the writing for the game comes from Christopher.
Yep.
Although, I did help Christopher write a certain flavor text, a certain bit of flavor text for guys that is sort of rare. You'll have to discover it yourself.
And yes, and that is true. Like, I actually do, these days, I do the first draft of all of the trailers, and then Christopher just sort of rewrites them and cleans them up. So it's not that nobody ever has any influence whatsoever on the multiverse, but it all has to pass muster with them. So
All right, so Orem Hive-Minded has to be destroyed or we will lose.
Alright, well, I can get rid of him because I've got a retcon in hand, and I'm going to discard Say Cheese as my one-shot. So, I'm going to retcon Mr. Bluego. That saddens me, but things gotta be the way they gotta be.
Yep.
Alright, Bluego.
FPO, the question is a question in the chat. What exactly is FPO? FPO is a print production term that stands for placement only. And you put it on top of any graphic that you are really clear, like, do not send this to press with this placeholder graphic in play. And so you put a big, ugly FPO over things. And the reason why we use that in the video game is because I picked that up from working in advertising years ago.
And so hopefully it doesn't make it into the game.
Exactly.
Yeah. I like to put like temporary opening text of just whatever I happen to think at the time, but there is that risk of it slipping by unnoticed. So.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. It was sort of developed as a way to be something that's really obvious, so that you would see, okay, I want to see how this stock clip art looks in this position, so I can get a feel for how the page is laying out, but that it marks it so that it's like, please don't send this to press with this thing. So.
Yeah, it's like if you're doing a web page design, often they use the lorem ipsum.
Lorem
thing.
ipsum, yeah, the Greek.
Or place kittens.
They actually call that Greek, even though it's sort of fake Latin, but they call it Greek.
If you are a web designer, you should use placekittens.com. It's my favorite.
All right.
All right, guys, what are you doing?
So you have 2 more one-shot plays, so you could try
I'm
to
going to
drop
play
for
a card off
another
of
one.
retcon and
Okay.
go with the best card ever because
Woohoo!
It's the best card.
It is
that
the
could be
best
played.
card ever. Where did I leave that?
Alright. I can either take out Hive-Minder right now, or I can take him out later with a Say Cheese. So...
As long as he gets taken out at some point.
Okay.
Actually, I could hit him with one of my
Oh yeah, you can hit
Autonomous
him.
blades, and that won't waste as much damage, because you've got guys Barbarian, you should focus on Kaargra.
Alright. So focus on Kaargra. Okay.
Unless you think destroying the other guys makes sense, but
No,
the other...
probably not as much.
Yeah.
Yay, Hive-Mind down.
I don't know if we'll be able to do enough damage to win, but we can try. What? Why did they get a favor?
I'm not
Guys
sure
is
on that.
considering the weighty question, to woo or not to woo.
Oh, because she got a title. She got the Mindbreaker.
Yep.
Oh.
That's bad. Maybe can we go back and I won't hit her with that Autonomous Blade, and then guys will just keep hitting her. That will be better.
We gotta go back to end of turn then if we're gonna do that.
Yeah. That's a game breaker. If she has that, it's over. Yeah, because Frentat's hit her, and yeah, there's too much things hitting her. It's not too far back.
Alright.
To woo or not to woo? Will you? Will you woo?
I can't woo yet.
Guess who?
I gotta get rid of Bluego again. I feel
Yeah,
sad.
all the other players can read a Dr. Seuss book while they're waiting.
Alright. Back to hitting Carter again. Really wish I had the voice to do the Ric Flair woo. Woo!
That's what it's
Alright.
like.
Don't hit
All
Carter.
right, so I think actually, if we're gonna hit a gladiator, I think probably Soul Slayer is the one,
Yeah.
because I think the ordering is such that she won't destroy a construct, but yeah.
Alright, so I do have to ask, I don't know how I say woo in this or how I reply to this.
So throw your hands in the air. So on the stream, you guys aren't seeing this because Jeremy is
not playing guys.
But Sanvar, what you need to do is throw your hands in the air or not. You can
Yeah, it's
decide.
disembodied arms.
Yeah, I need to fix that. They go up too far.
Oh man, the stream has got to be really bummed that they have no idea what you're talking about.
Alright.
Did you get the sound effect though, Jeremy?
I did not.
I don't think I heard it, but I have my sound effects pretty much turned off at this point. So.
Okay, there's a placeholder sound effect. But
Alright. I will play Look What I Found off of this. Alright. Alright. I can retcon again. Any particular environment target I should take out? Maybe Erdin or Grum?
yeah, maybe Erdid. He's up high.
And then I'm gonna play. And I leave that. I did not find what I was looking for.
What you're looking for is the best card ever.
Pretty much.
That's pretty much what I'm looking for usually. But if it's in the trash, I want it.
You can show them. Let me see that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's. A bunch of new cards came out, so let me, meanwhile, real quick and go through those. So, yeah, let me see that came out, which is an ongoing limited. Play this card next to an equipment card. If that card affects Guise as if the hero name on that card were Guise, and you on that card means Guise's player. At the start of your turn, play air guitar and destroy this card. Then we got Super Ultra Kawaii, which is an ongoing limited. I am not just a hero, I'm a magical love prince. At the end of each hero turn, if you have more than 4 cards in your hand, you may play a card. At the start of your turn, destroy this card.
Alright.
And actually, you had played... Which one? Where did I leave that? Draw 2 cards. Did you get what you were looking for? If so, good. If not, you may discard the 2 cards you just drew from and to put a card from your trash in your hand.
Alright. Make Kaargra again.
Makes sense.
I turned up my sound effect.
So
maybe
the
I'll
stream,
do the loop.
the stream did hear the sound effect, Jeremy, even though I guess you missed it.
Oh, okay.
It's Homer Simpson woohoo.
Oh. Woohoo!
Alright, well, I turned my sound effects up. Hopefully I hear it.
Oh,
Yep.
there it is.
Alright.
And you can choose not to woo. In that case, it says dope.
But if you do not woo, I say boo-hoo.
Alright, and last card I'm going to play
Cindy
is-
Lou.
Oh wait, does it have to be the last card? You could say cheese and hit Soul Slayer and then play the card.
Yeah, but I got nothing else in hand that's going to...
Oh, nothing else good?
Yeah. I mean, I could play
Okay.
another Selling Out and then play a bunch of ongoings that are
Oh,
gonna
you
get
can't because
destroyed.
it's limited. It's limited, so you can't play it again.
Well, there's a way to do it, but I don't have Retcon in my hand anymore. So, all right, I'll hit
Oh,
card-
by like destroying it and then.
Yeah, playing it again. All right, I'll just hit Kaargra again.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hey,
Don't worry,
we're
we are
home.
not going to keep Homer Simpson in the game. That is a place
Oh,
for
man.
So that was just the
there-
environment turn. And there's the Fickle fans.
Oh my
There we
goodness!
All right, we just got a whale on Kaargra.
It ain't over till it's over.
That is true by definition.
Thank you, Jean-Marc.
I get so lost in these Kaargra Warfang games. I'm like, I don't even know what's happening.
yeah.
All right, she's at 22. But we need to be mindful of the Mind Breaker.
Mind the mind.
Mindbreaker, when a target is dealt damage by 4 different sources in one round, put this card under the target. And of course, the Mindbreaker, the first time this target is dealt damage each turn, it deals each target 1 psychic damage.
Yeah, that could be bad. All right. I did a lot of my things here. I think what I'm going to do this turn is actually use I'm that guy on Raw and use the Blazing Tornado power, because that's probably the best option I have at the moment if we're trying to burn down Kaargra. Because Blatant Reference is not gonna.
Yeah, because of
Do
her
a whole
-1.
So the stream got a little preview of that. You guys may have to back up and take a look. You didn't see the high five, but that is the high five card.
That UI is still
It's still
pretty
in
rough.
progress, yes.
All right, do we want these?
So just to explain a little bit about what just happened. He played I'm That Guy, and then chose to copy Ra's ongoing cards, and Ra has a Blazing Tornado that deals one target 3 fire damage. So then he used the power on I'm That Guy to deal 3 fire damage.
That one's not been tricky at all, has it, jean-marc?
So we probably don't want
would work
these.
pretty quickly.
These autonomous blades. We probably don't want them to hit Kaargra.
Yeah,
Or
because they're
do we?
additional targets.
Well, you can.
Or
This
sources.
would only be the second source hitting, and then the. If
Well,
I have,
no, there's. I think it's. Is it only the second?
Yeah, this is only the second.
If you look at the Mindbreaker's special
She's been
string,
hit by 2 sources so far this round.
Is it this round?
There was a wounding buffer.
Source,
and
guys. 1 source, Chrono-Ranger 2 sources,
Oh.
Kaargra Warfang 2 sources, Captain Cosmic 1 source, Wounding Buffer 2 sources.
Yeah, I think with the environment, I'm gonna have these blades hit the Soul Slayer instead.
okay.
I mean, maybe
Somebody
not at
knows
this
how to
particular
turn.
point in the game, but we could, if we've got plink damage, we could hit one of the constructs and sort of nerf the Mindbreaker over to one of them.
Give the Mindbreaker to a construct.
Yeah,
Seems
I'm just
crazy.
saying, if we want to get it out of the way so that she doesn't get it.
I don't think that's even possible. Like, you'd have to heal it.
That's true.
Like-
Yeah, that's right, because it has to hit 4. Although, I mean, according to this, it's already... A wounding buffer has already taken it by 2.
Well, wounding buffer got destroyed.
Okay.
That's a bug. It shouldn't be showing that.
Okay, well, Chrono-Ranger's been hit twice. We could start hitting him.
Yeah, I think Ra should definitely hit Kaargra as hard as possible.
That's Fire Blast.
Yeah, Fire Blast, Blazing Tornado. Oh, and increase the next damage. Nice.
Oh yeah, I'm seeking. I buffed it for you there.
All right, so Kaargra has
Robbie.
been dealt damage by how many this turn now? Is that 3? Yeah, so we don't want to hit Kaargra again.
Yeah, if some other thing hits Kaargra Warfang, she will get the Mindbreaker. Frentat will hit us instead of her right now, so that's good. And she's like, yeah, she's not nearly in the high range anymore, so I think she's safe from environment cards unless something comes out that hits all targets, which is possible. I like, I don't know. Yeah, so yeah, unfortunately you can't really hit her safely. That sucks. But you could get rid of Soul Slayer Perith potentially.
I mean, it may be worthwhile still hitting her anyways. I don't know if there's enough damage behind it. I mean, we're likely to see the other Fickle fans, I think, this round, and that'll put them immediately winning.
Ah.
So, I mean, it stinks, but I don't know, it may be our best option.
Yeah, and Mindbreaker hits her too when that.
Yeah, but she's
Except
got
she has
stone-
-1.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, so the chat has said I could hit myself with Terrible Tech Strike and then steal the Mindbreaker.
Have you been hit that many times by different
It's
targets?
only been hit twice.
Yeah, so if I hit myself with Terrible Tech Strike, which lets me do 2 damage, right?
It has to be different sources. You're the same.
number
Oh,
of
it's the same
sources, not
source,
total
right?
damage.
Yep.
I mean, you will get hit by potentially an environment. Actually, yeah, I don't know. You could give yourself a 1 point of damage. I wouldn't give yourself the 2.
Yeah, so like hit Soul Slayer Perith with the first one, with the 2, and then hit myself with the 1.
Do any of us still have wounding buffer
What?
on them?
I have a wounding buffer in my hand.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Oh, except I would
Yes.
have to hit myself with the 2 because I have an energy bracer. If I want the damage to
right.
get through.
Well, yeah, you could you hit yourself with that, and then if an environment card comes out that hits everything, we can have it hit you first so that you get the title and she doesn't.
I love this plan. I'm happy to be a part of it. All right, so
I'd like to subscribe to your newsletter.
so I'm gonna hit myself. Why are you hitting yourself? And
Because it's all
then
part of the plan.
who should I hit with the rest of this? Should I go to Soul Slayer or one of the environments?
She's up to 2 sources, Soul Slayer. Maybe hit Ashclaw.
All right.
Unless someone can one-shot Soul Slayer, we should leave her alone.
And I get 1 more damage, so
I just hit Ashclaw again.
Yeah, hit Ashclaw.
It's hilarious. Trying to work around the Mindbreaker. Like, tiptoeing. So I can get Champion, but I'm not sure it's actually useful. I think I'd rather keep my constructs in play than destroy them all.
Oh, right. They were just saying that I have Deathcaller. So if I'd plinked Soul Slayer, she'd have been gone.
Oh, do you want to go back and do
Yeah,
that?
let's do that.
Yep.
Just like on your power.
Yeah.
Let's all rewind to use a power. There we go. That doesn't show up in the preview.
It does not.
It should.
Yeah.
It does.
Lock and Can't points out they're so focused on the other titles they forget about the ones they already have.
It does show up for Tire Iron, so I'm not sure why it doesn't for that.
I want more titles.
I think I had to do something special for it to show up for Tire Iron, and just didn't think to do it for that one.
Okay. I think I'd rather have our constructs on us than destroy them all for a title. So, I think I'll play a Wounding Buffer, which seems like potentially the most useful thing. And I'll play it on my Ra, because he's got the highest.
On my Raw.
So the chat room has veered into an existential discussion of age somehow and about how old 30 is. And I'm going to be 40 next year, so you people can all just get off my lawn.
Does Guise hit himself? Guise doesn't really hit himself very much, does he? I could put it on Guise.
No, I mean, I could hit myself through tough choices, but that would only be if I had Gree reboot out.
Yeah, you're the second highest, so you're going to get hit by the environment. So I'll give it to you. And then stupid Star of the Bloody hitting my constructs. Gonna hit this augmented ally too. There's nothing I can do about it. Who wants an augmented ally? Perhaps Ra? Perhaps Chrono-Ranger?
Well, Chrono-Ranger has the energy bracer. Wait. Oh, wait.
I mean, that doesn't affect my decision.
I thought it was the atomic blade, and then I said what it actually was, and then it was like, which just means it has that card art. I don't know.
If Chrono-Ranger's planning to play another power, then I could give it to Chrono-Ranger.
You could play it on Captain Cosmic with the idea that you're going to put Cosmic Crest out.
Yep, that's not a bad idea too. Except I don't have a lot of cards to discard. And Ra does have a lot, so Ra.
Okay. So, in answer to your question, yes.
It'll probably get destroyed anyways,
Okay.
but, you know. All right, Vinox is going to clean house now.
Alright. You gotta make sure Chrono-Ranger gets hit first from Vinox then.
Wait. I don't think the order matters here.
No.
Oh, wait, except for stupid.
Oh no!
I mean, the order wouldn't matter, but we immediately lose, no matter what.
Whoops.
Oh, Kaargra.
Stupid. I mean, we avoided that Chaos Lord thing for the entire game until then.
I mean, it was a fun
Well.
game, that's for sure.
Man, I was at 20 favor and we lost. What's going on, guys? There's a
Man,
bug.
somebody send a bug report.
That
on,
was an
after
interesting
guys-
game, that's for sure.
Come on, after guys pulled us all the way back into it.
Yep, that was a great environment turn for guys.
Yeah, seriously. I was like, wait, was that seriously just the environment turn?
Yeah.
So yeah, so that
Feel like
was
our-
your first look at Guise, and you guys, seriously, you only got to see maybe like 30 or 40% of what Guise can do.
Yeah, that was definitely scratching the surface.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I feel like I get selling out combos more often, I think, than anything else. Gibraltar Kawhi can be a little harder to set up sometimes, depending upon.
Yeah, it's hard to get that many cards in hand.
So someone says in the chat, I think my favorite victory music is Matriarch. That is actually one of my favorites as well. And I don't know, I'm sure we've mentioned it before, but I'll mention it again. The singing for Matriarch is actually Jennifer from Greater Than Games. Jean-Marc was like, ooh, we definitely need some singing for this. And so he asked, hey, does anybody over there want to give it a shot? And Jennifer was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. And she did a great job. When that comes up in Shuffle in my Ultimate SOTM playlist, I'm always excited.
Yes, she did. Did a great job. She said that she actually offered if there was anything for Wrath of the Cosmos she could do that. She was going to have the recording. She was going to have a recording session anyway, so that she could have that set up. But there wasn't really anything that made sense. So maybe we'll hear from her again, though.
I feel like
Well,
we probably
have,
should.
The Harpy.
That's true.
Feature. So
Yeah.
So
we
if we-
didn't,
if
didn't
we
reach
get-
the season 2 hero themed stretch goal, but you know,
We gotta reach the season 1 hero theme stretch goal first.
yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like, it wasn't even like displayed.
yeah.
So speaking of that, everybody probably noticed on the Kickstarter our logistics update yesterday. And John and I actually worked tirelessly today to get the backer kit surveys all set up, and they are going into review. So basically what that means is as soon as backer kit is happy with how we've set everything up, we will be sending out our backer surveys. The sooner you fill those out, the sooner everything that already exists gets delivered, and we can hopefully start racking up some more monies to work towards some of those stretch goals that we haven't quite reached.
And getting you your Steam keys and stuff.
And getting you your Steam keys. And stuff.
And stuff.
I like stuff.
Stuff is good. And things.
And that's right. Any more questions from the chat? Post your questions if you have any questions for us or for Sonvar, aka Powerhound, or aka Guise Master. How do you make your Guise combo so great? What are your secret tricks?
Just use the guy. I don't know. His main thing ends up being his build up is basically on his hand. It's really all it's about. He does
But I
not
mean,
like
The
the
tricks
John
you
game.
pointed out of using retcon to destroy selling out so you can play another selling out and do it all again is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there's a question, Sonvar, why is Guise your favorite?
He's the best. I don't know really what more you need to know.
Well said.
With selling out, you can also set it up like if you discard a one-shot card that I don't play quite as often because it's more situationally helpful. Gimmicky character automatically allows you to play a card, and you can use that to if you weren't able to get out something else, or you got out Guise the Barbarian, but no, something came out that you now need Extreme to play that out first. At least the self-contained combo within them that I've written out on the Greater Than Game forums is his max damage over a round, which has a lot of ridiculous amount of card plays, but it's Guise the Barbarian, Super Ultra Kawaii, blatant reference, then best card ever, and then playing another card, and then on the next round, playing best card ever, and then playing Where Did I Leave That to get back to the best card ever that you played the prior turn, and then keep using the Where Did I Leave That to cycle that back into your hand, and then on the last hero turn play Selling Out, and then if you still have damaging one-shots, continue from there. And then
yeah, see, Guise is definitely one of those characters that, like, I've played him now twice on my own, and I feel like he's obviously a very deep character based on what Sambar was just talking about. So I'm excited to play him some more.
And if you want to go extra crazy, add the Argent Adept into the game.
Yes.
And him working with Guise is insane.
Yeah.
So
all the other players can just leave. And
So more questions coming in. How soon after the backer kits get sent will beta invites go out? That is a bit of an open question. Pretty quickly, I hope. It depends on how quickly we hear back from the backer kit surveys. The long and the short of it is that if you were in one of the top 2 tiers, of which there are only, I believe, 25 people, we're going to be reaching out to you ASAP to sort of get you into the mix. Because basically you're going to be a part of probably not so much Mini Pack 3, although you'll catch the very end of Mini Pack 3 testing, but you're mostly going to be getting looped in for the Season Pass Preview Pack. That's going to be the first big beta cycle that you will participate in if you back at a level that gets you beta testing. Cypher Enigma asks, hint on Omnitron U unlock. Yes, here's your hint. If you do all the things you need to do, you will unlock Omnitron U. And make sure
if you don't want to do that, there's a button.
Yes, and make sure you do them in the right order. That's your hint.
Yeah. Yep, there's lots of great investigations happening on the forums, both in Steam and on Greater Than Games. So check that out.
Yeah, we like to be as hands-off as possible when it comes to helping people with the unlocks, because we like to give credit to the people who are actually doing a lot of good investigation.
Yeah, and the other thing is that, like, as you guys all know from participating in the ARG that happened ahead of the Oblivion reveal, like, these larger sort of real-world, like, participatory mega games are fun, and that's what we like watching. We like watching you guys, figuring it out and being like, oh, wait, if we do this, maybe this will happen, and blah, blah, blah. And, like, that's part of the reason why we've set up the unlocks the way that we have, is because we think it's fun for the community to have to, like, band together to really work on it, because each of you gets one chance to unlock it, and once you've unlocked it, you're out of the game. You can only help other people figure stuff out. You can't ever do it again on your own game. So I think that's an important piece of it. Pricey Provinces asks, will there be a tracker for the sales from backer kits and mobile sales that tell us where the Kickstarter is combined with the money, blah, blah, blah. Some kind of something, yes. At the very least, we will be updating you via Kickstarter backer reports, updates, to let you know sort of how things are going. But I definitely want to try and put in some kind of something. It won't be able to be automated because I don't really want to have to spend the time to figure out how to, like, pull from backer kits sales back end and blah 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 blah, but we will definitely,
I don't think there will be an automated tracker.
Yeah, I can't see an automated tracker being a thing, but we will definitely be keeping you updated as often as we can once that is happening. So
yeah, we'll update, like, similar to the social goals around every day or two.
Exactly. And then of course, any chance of getting story or challenge mode later, we'll cross that bridge when we see how much fire it's on. Let's focus on pre-sales, pre-orders, mobile sales, and then once we've gotten through that, we'll see where we're at. One of the ideas that was actually floated during the Kickstarter campaign was, what about doing a new Kickstarter just for story mode? And, if it comes to it, that's not something we would necessarily be against, but that's not a question we can answer until we know how well Season 2 is going to do over the next few months. So
yeah, we still could hit the stretch goal. It's not impossible.
Yeah, and let me just be 100% clear. We have more stretch goals.
Yes.
We have not put out all the ones that exist. We have more waiting in the wings. So, we will keep you apprised of that situation as we go. And, just tell your friends. Why do you set all your bridges on fire as you approach them? That came from, actually... so I'll let you in on a little secret. Here's a little secret. The stretch goals for the Kickstarter were set up very differently when we first started the Kickstarter, and I'll be completely honest with you, we changed them quite a bit as the campaign progressed, because we were trying to sort of feel out how the campaign was going and what sorts of things people wanted, and we ended up front loading a couple of the ones that we knew were going to be much cooler for people. Things like the Season Pass preview pack, things like challenge mode. And so we ended up, sort of sliding a couple of the other ones out because, I don't know if it's any secret at this point, but we thought we might fund a little bit faster than we did. And that we would have more smaller stretch goals that we could get to. And John actually said that to me about those earlier stretch goals. It was like, people might not like this as a stretch goal. And we were like discussing it back and forth. And he said, yeah, you know what? Let's just cross that bridge when we see how much fire it's on. The implication being that people were going to see it and be like, that's a stupid stretch goal, and start yelling and screaming about it. And, we reorganized what the stretch goals were, and as it turns out, nobody was really yelling and screaming about anything. So I think that, I think we made the right decisions overall, and I think that the stretch goals that we hit are solid ones that are exciting for the community. And I think the stretch goals that we front-loaded, like hero theme songs and story mode, are obviously really getting people excited about the game. And I think that's what a stretch goal is all about. It's giving us the money we need to make the thing that you want. And I think, it took us a little while into the campaign to get there, but I think we're there. So, all right. So it is 8:58 Eastern Daylight Time. So I think with that, we're going to call it an evening. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. As always, that was your first look at Guise. Thank you, Sanvar, for joining us. And no thank you again.
Woo, Sanvar.
Yeah, woo, Sanvar. Thank you not only for joining us, but thank you for all of your amazing testing that is helping us make the game the best it could possibly be. Thank you, Jean-Marc, for taking some time out of your evening to show up and tell us about how much fun it was to program Guise.
Well, as we mentioned, Sanvar has been doing a lot of the work on, finding everything I need to do to make him work properly. If I had to test that myself, I think I would have gone insane.
And we can't have an insane Jean-Marc, because then all the theme songs would sound like Infinitors. And that would be no good.
Or Spites.
Or Spites. Oh, boy. All right, so thanks, everybody. We will see you next week. Same time, same channel. Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.